mede extre ejano na ononso atwaso ama afedie bibia atimi akose ne aye hwe no enunti ene yenua pani a nyame ede na mayen so meboa yen wo ya adesua yi mu no oye obi a nani eda fam nyame adom wasua de yie owo abodina hodo ena oba bedi yanim ene ni din ede yenua pani Evans Amoako na Evans men share that no enhia direct but near mehu ana mate wone ho kakra no ekire se oyobi a nyame adom nyansa ene achede pi Evans share na disua ase ewo Cape Coast University na ehonom no onya ne associate degree ewo Cape Coast University honom o free honom no ana otoa so esan ede ekoye bachelor's degree in mathematics a free Montclair State University ana sabre ya ye kasa yin owo yenua pani no ewo New York oye ejuma ewo one of the Wall Street companies no na sakra na okudru honom no na wadi kan a hye ne ho den anase waji abodin akese ewo the field of finance no in the year 2018 yenua no enya award a friend of top producer award anase a friend is a rookie of the year award or share na juma na se na ho kekane nimdia odisha asienti emaye bo na baso ewo saa adwuma num eno achi no afa etoaso 2019 no osan etoaso enya award your friend no advisor of the year award echese o sha adwuma se no we ni agro back to back ana ode enya saa award na de ba ko a osan enya award ba ko nya no that same year 2019 no your friend no MDTR so financial services no mu a abodin kese pa ba ko no your friend no $1 million round table na chese otimi ye adwuma in 1 year no ye be kase otimi eye adwuma etwamu $1 million ena ode eje sa abodin na chese onye obi a odi agro ewo sikasam no mu adwuma no kra na ene nyame ede no abreye eno nti ono nso eba bedi yanim ewo adesua mu na waboa amanema bi a yenya entiase no yenyina yetimi enyamu ntiase sebe ya ebeboa yen ene yabusua ene yabrabo enyina senia yenim no ene na desua no watu ne din the financial house me tidin no anachese emu beye de pa eno nti menche ho no yenua Evans pepacho emse me no nsheda enkasa enti pacho mimidin no ene Patrick Ofobi dodo no enim me no fra me Joe ene me na me bedi wanim ti me bisa question kakra na se edian pacho timi ka se pacho we de edin tete so kakra ma me na ma enti sabre abusiafo mejai ha ede ama yem bra na se yenua pani Evans na ono edi yanim ewo adesua mu sene ye no ode ne presentation ne ba awie ya ye benya kwan na ye bisa ensemo a ye wa ye pese ye bisa no anase adwenkyira ye betime de abo ama adesua no aye yie no ye betime aye enti medema no si hanom na yenua Evans wasomu amaye pepacho ekwan eda ho.
Yo, Opani, thank you so much, sir. That was a great one. I'm saying that would be Biara. So and so I say na Sadaka Siankoma, Utredi and Ponce, Wama, and a day. I had that say something like this. should be happening. Intina yadenya me ase wo ho na fe so mesa da Pastor Amoako assess he could have equally, choose anyone, but or Tonensa Efremi, I don't know. He has seen something in me. Maybe that's the reason why I am. Yes, Auntie Medana saying so. Do I have the permission to share my screen? Okay, I think so. I can do that.
Yes.
All right. Just 1 minute. Right, I'm planning for with you, Mr. Mo, a video near the Jumanti, Mr. Kakrana. Okay. Much home screen and Nasa Nyamba. So, hello.
Pacho, in your mind about me check here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
1 minute.
And today, personally, yeah, going to know what is over already.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Me Pacho will be a home screen idea.
Pacho, I have the
Very good. Thank you so much for your patience. All right. And Penny medical so that was senior Udi can I'm so I can't be brave for me. You did MDRT near $1 million round table, and I feel so. I like how you were saying it's $1 million. Well, that is a good way of saying it. An idea. I'm saying, I'm be said, a shema, ye be dinkomo, a yadishiandia, and a yebisina. And I feel so, send ya open you can. Me pese me presentation arena me you will have the chance that you can ask your questions. Question B will be but me abisa. I don't also mind say be or contribution be or pese ebia or the bar. That is also welcome. And also idea I will entertain. Feel free. We are in a good zone. I have said now with me, maybe say a question be a Drew time may be away and maybe I don't want to me a question, but idea I kind of say it's a safe zone, so we should feel free and ask any question be we didn't send your kind even some Amoako and me a financial product consultant one of the institutions in New York City. And then you become wasem. Now, answer grandson, you become wasem, and then I would like to share this disclaimer. It's very, very important. Say, but you'll be a home screen, dear. Very good. So, one thing that we should know is that I am not, giving you financial advice. Please understand that I am not giving you a financial advice and not speaking to a specific person. I and thereof may not provide legal or tax advice to you. Material used in this presentation is for educational purposes only. Individuals should always seek and rely on their own independent tax professionals or financial advisors. These are general information and are deemed as. Although I could give you advice, I do not know you enough to give you personal advice. For that reason, if I don't have that, more information, sufficient information, I can say I'm our recommendation here. I cannot give you an advice. It's a general information and it's for education purposes. We should just bear that. That is one thing I want us all to know. All right. What are we going to do today? Then you become some and then Senia Openidi can you're looking at our financial house. Now, financial house, how is it going to even help us? We will look at strategies, any ideas that will address our needs. Strategies and ideas a bit me are boy. Not impocrane it do some top financial situation we will be surviving. So that is what I want us to look at today. We're looking at strategies and ideas that address our needs and also may help us in surviving tough financial times. Sometimes, it gets tougher. Then we don't know what to do because maybe we did not prepare for that. Especially a year and a half ago, we all know actually what has transpired and what has happened the past year and a half ago. So there are many stuff that can come into play. And will you be prepared enough? Maybe not, but can you do something? Maybe yes. I'm saying, what line is on so make me I can say, Christopher answer. So I know Yanko Poncra, actually say, I'm prepared for that. Financial house, I make once. What does it even entails? Let's actually look at our financial house. See, I show you a financial house. I have this, picture on the screen. Now, this picture, so here I teach you 3. Your stropa, your middle, and your form. What does it entails? And I say, and teach you mono. Saying you bet you mafa. Mummy take everything out of finance. Yemra yankasa, we are our personal house. If we want to build our personal house and as a home, how do we start that? What entails? What are the stuff that we put together to make sure say build this our house? I want us to take, we're not even thinking about finance. We're thinking about our personal, house. When we're building our personal house, one thing we take care, and I say, we are very, very interested in making sure say it's very important. The bottom part, which is the foundation. Foundation. It's very, very important. See, strong foundation. Now, whatever you put on top of it, will stand. But when you have a weak foundation, your building is probably not going to be a strong building. And at some point, it will collapse. So when we building our personal house, and I say our homes, we always want to make sure that we have that strong foundation. Your foundation area, then we're thinking about the body of the house. How would the body of the house be? Star being a penal. Okay, person may building it just a single, and I say person be building 2-story building, and I say person be a 3-story building. See, and before answer now, beginnings of a 2-story building, 3-story building, and I say 4 stories, and I say something like that. It all depends on the foundation. All depends on the foundation. So person will see 2-story building, and I saw person will see 5-story building. 5-story building foundation should be stronger than the 2-story building. See, you start free from her, and the other so infinity here. Then we see then now what the roofing, what roof a dino. Now I feel a complete house. That is our personal house. If we build our personal house, that's how we build it. Now, let's take everything that I said back to finance, financial house. So then how do we build our financial house? The same analogy, the same thing. We have to bring everything back to our finances. So then we think about protection. Protection becomes your foundation because you see, the bottom here is your foundation. So you're building your financial house and you have to make sure that you have a strong foundation to make sure that whatever you put on top of it will stand. And as it will be lasting for that longer time, longest time might be our panel. That is it. And we're thinking about finance, we're thinking about protection in terms of what? Our personal foundation that we use when building our own houses. The second thing, what is the next? So say, well, your foundation, then you go into the body. Now let's go to the finance, accumulation. You see, now we're done with our foundation. So then what are we thinking about? We're thinking about the body of the house. How do we want it? What style being in your pen? Accumulation. In our finance, and then we're thinking about that accumulation. The protection, accumulation. You really say we are. Then the last thing that comes to play is preservation. How would I make sure say makataso? Oh, okay. Makataso masisi union by this metiasi ajima home. Same thing. Bring that back to your finances. Preservation. How do we make sure say we are preserving what we did from scratch to the top? And we started from the protection, which is the foundation, accumulation, which is the body, and what? Preservation and finance. That is same thing. It is a financial house. This is what it entails. All right. And your mommy by one. Niyanko protection, which is the base, the foundation. Now let's talk about the foundation. How do we, what has even that foundation ground? What does it mean? What does it mean? What is the foundation that Evans you're talking about? Okay, so you have to plan for the difficult while it's easy. You have to plan for the difficult while it's easy. You see, sometimes we tend to plan when it's really, really tough and we cannot do anything about it. Example, yawo akwarato na akwarawo ne to wa krom has say by 17 years, 18 years, glad beko college. Inti owo ne to na o wa no watwen na akwara di 5 years, no di 10 years. Now we did 12 years, no, I did 15 years. I got 2 years. We did 16 years. Now we go college. Now you say, yay, Maybe means see a college fund be a man. See, that time, you do not have enough time to do that. So you plan for what is difficult while it's easy. It is not easy to fund your education, but it will be easy when you start early. So that is the meaning I make what I say, plan for what is difficult while it's easy. Does it make sense here? So then after my mini back when see you're planning for foundation, you see a strong foundation. Send your bay a bit boama a dina yes in a strong one because we want a very strong foundation. Now let me take it that we're building 3-story. That means that we need a stronger foundation. Number 1, your will, power of attorney. Number 1, your will, your power of attorney. Not some people, we don't really think about this because, who thinks about will, making a will? Most Ghanaian homes, you can go, I can promise you, not Ghanaians at all. America have a percentage of people who, make, wills out. They yet very, the number is not really, encouraging. And what they buy in here before you cry and cry there. So, do we have that in mind? It is very crucial. Why? I do not know when I'm actually going to be disabled. And I said very sick. And I do not have anyone who can make decisions on my behalf. You see? So then it becomes very, very important to do your power of attorney and also, set your will. Very important. Number 1 in the foundation, it's a foundation now making in finance, and then we translating everything in finance. Number 1, your will needs to be very, very important. If there's something that you're not thinking about it, think about it now. Number 2, your debt management. I have student loan, I have car note, I have credit cards bill. My credit cards bill, debt management, I can add, budgeting and, other stuff in it. The student loan interest rate here, 5%, let me say 4%, or maybe 6%. My car notes, me 9%. My credit cards, me 12-16%. Which of these loans should be cleared first? And I say, which one should I put more effort on clearing? That means that you have to make sure, structure yourself in a way a bit more because at the end of the day, if you heading towards your student loan, which is 5%, and you have a 12% or 16% credit card, and you're not focusing much on that, and you want to pay off your student loan faster than that 16% car loan, that is when you need to sit down with someone, a financial advisor, a financial services professional, a financial planner, to walk you through some certain stuff. So it's very, very important, debt management. Number number 5, I decame number 4, but that's okay. Maybe you may select it. Disability insurance. Disability insurance. What is that, Evans? What is disability insurance? It's also called replacement of income. It is part of your foundation, which is the protection partner. So replacement of income, what does that mean, Evans? Yes, it is part of the foundation. If you go to your workplace, they having those policies, you should be able to get it. If you don't have it, you can get individual disability policy. It is also called replacement of income. Replacement of income, just say, if I am disabled 6 months and above, me will fear, and I said 1 year, 2 years, I'm disabled. I'm not able to do my own occupation. And I say, I'm trained for. How do I get paid? That is the policy that is actually going to pay you. Then it makes sense, say, you should get that disability policy either by yourself. If you happen to have a job who is offering it, take it. It is good. It replaces your income. At least 50 to 70% of your income would be given to you if you have this policy. It's very, very important. If you don't have it or not, say, it's not something that you were thinking about it. It is very, very important. The next one, I'm missing my numbers, but that's okay. Emergency savings. I can say emergency fund. I'm saying, yeah, example be say, just recently, a year and a half ago, there were a lot of people who were laid off. A lot of people. So then ask yourself, if I'm laid off 6 months and above, 3 months and above, I'm not working now, how will I pay my mortgage? How would I pay my, buy food and put in the fridge for people to, probably eat? See? So we always recommend, say, at least we should get 3 to 6 months of our, income, the salary that is coming in. That is recommended. It's very, very important. Something that we should take note. If we're not doing that and you laid off, or maybe something that happened, it means your mortgage, you'll be evicted. You don't want that in your situation. So for that reason, you have to make sure that we get that in place. Next one, your health insurance. This one, I don't really have to talk much about it because we see a lot of people, make sure that they have these policies because when you said, you're not going to get, help. So for that reason, health insurance is not a difficult thing to talk about. It is very, very very, very important to have your health insurance because you don't want to be sick before you be calling people to get health insurance. Last but not the least, we have more, but just 6 I just brought here. Life insurance, your human capital, your legacy. People don't really want to hear about this. Why? Because sometimes we think it's a taboo. Yes, but the truth is, it is part of the foundation. When you're building your financial house, this forms your foundation. If you have these stuff, we have a couple more, but I just brought this, 6, which I felt is very, very important. These stuff are very important. Your life insurance, your health insurance, your emergency fund, power of attorney, debt management, disability insurance, which is replacement of income, forms what? The foundation. We really, really need to be able to get this stuff in place if you're not thinking about it. See? Let's move forward. Now, we are able to get the foundation set up. See, we have the foundation now. What's next? Accumulation. Because my foundation, then I can build. I can put up my building. You see? So then we start, building a grand style. Now you're saying, how do I want it? Start from the little that you have. Sometimes we tend to be like, I haven't landed my dream job. I'm not actually getting paid $100,000. So for that reason, I'm not really thinking about, setting up something for my kids, maybe college fund or maybe my retirement, or maybe planning on, buying a house or something like that. Because I'm not getting paid that much. I am just getting paid $24,000. Did I say just? I'm sorry. I don't mean to say that. I'm getting paid $24,000. See? So I don't think this is the time to potentially maybe start saving for myself, for the future, for my kids, or for my retirement, or for maybe future, huge purchases I'm trying to purchase in the future. No, you need to start from the little that you have. You need to start from because if next year it will never get to this level. It needs to start from here before it gets here. You see? And yesterday said the sika ni need to say no, and I said sika it did not just started, just like that. It started from somewhere. So he started from what? The little. And he started growing. And growing. Not for what binyana, but for. So that is how we should approach our accumulation goal. If you're thinking about accumulating, it's not about getting the $150,000 or getting the $250,000 or getting more than that before you can, start planning on your retirement, on your kids' education, or anything else in life. We need to start from the little. Number 2, when we also thinking about accumulation now, we have to think about diversification. How can we diversify our portfolio? So because diversify your portfolio, and that's the diversification strategy. Evans, Rofuna say, what does that mean? Sikano, we cannot put all our eggs in one basket. Intimate physical to a crabby baku, and I say baby baku. So therefore, we need to make sure say yachichib ediato baby a bit me enough out of what we're doing. So diversification becomes very, very important. We need to diversify our portfolio to make sure we're getting the best out of what we're doing. See, one fact, what is getting in to green a box? That's the green box. A brand be fetch you not be fat, not the fetch higher. That's it. And that's it. A Jew some never from cream. That's it. So you have to make sure we put in the money here. At the same time, if we get the chance, and I said we have that means, we put in some here, and we put in some here, and we put in some here. See, at the end of the day, when we gather everything together, then it becomes a buffer or a bigger, or the goal that we set for ourselves. That is what I'm talking about, diversification. You need to make sure you're spreading out. You have aggressive saving, moderate, stable. That is how it should go. I am a young person. Do I need to have a safe money or stable account, fixed account? Of course, yes, I need to. Why? Because it's not all sunshine. Every day is not a sunshine day. There are some rainy days, and there will be some days, cloudy days, and so many days, along the line. So then I have to make sure I am doing it right. If it's raining, I can still have it. If it's sunny, I can still have it. That is what I'm talking about when I'm talking to you about diversification. What are the strategies of diversification? And I say, even so can diversification na sa about to necessary one and emphasis can go to man. Maybe not. Tax now, liquidity account. What is tax now, liquidity account? What are some of the examples that we have there? Strategies to number 1. There are accounts when you put your money in there, and I say you have saved in that account, all gains would be taxed now. Those accounts, most cases in finance, we also call it liquidity account. What do you mean by a liquidity account? It means say, ubetimi assess usikano as shortest as possible, as as immediate as possible. You can liquidate your funds as early as possible. See, so then as an advisor, would I advise you to have that account? Of course, yes. What entails that account? Your checking account, your savings. I just named just three here. Your savings account, your CD, your business account, your investment account. It all forms your liquidity account. I say your tax now account. Why is it also called tax net account? The reason why it's also called tax net account, and MD can say, any gains that come on this account, just in case you have investment account, you have stocks, and the stock grew by a percentage, and I say interest, that interest would be taxed now. So they will send you a 1099 when you file your taxes. When you have gains and you take the gains out. So that is why it's called tax now. And why is it called liquidity account? It's because you can access that. If you want to sell your stocks, it's just a matter of, trade day +2. If you want to do it in cash, it's just 1 day and you can get your cash. See? And that is how it is. Oh, I can't. Is it not just a matter of driving to maybe Bank of America or Wells Fargo or any bank of your choice, Citibank, and just grabbing your money? That is why it's called liquidity account. Go to your savings, check in, and take it. But any gains that will come on top of this would be taxable. Evans, is it good to save in this account? Of course, yes. Especially if I take myself as a young person. Why would I put myself in investment account? Of course, I have to. Do I need to put my money in savings account? Of course, yes. If I need money to fund something immediately, I'm saving it for my wedding. I'm saving it for purchase next 2 years. These are the buckets or where you potentially be looking at. You cannot put it in a longer period and I said, baby, yeah, your Sikana will get stuck. No. So then it's recommended to make sure you have this. Number 2, what else do we have? Tax deferred account. Tax deferred account. You may have heard this. Tax deferred account. What do you mean, Evans? What is tax deferred account? And what it even entails, another what form this account? Mama, a few example. Your 401k, your 403b, your individual retirement account. You can set your individual retirement account, which is also called IRAs. I say IRAs. Those accounts form your tax deferred account. So what it means is these accounts, most cases, it would be your taxes, and I say taxes as here Wisconsin would be deferred. I am getting paid from my work. They paid me. They put some in my 401k, and I did not pay taxes on it. Why? This is because somewhere around 1940s more, World War I, World War II, move on. Tax rate went so high. And somewhere around just the corner, 1979, move on. 79, 78, 79, move on. Tax rate went up again. So Congress were like, how would they be paying all this bunch of taxes? So most our tax bracket was so high, who make it scanning to more taxes until they came. They sat down in Congress and pass that 401k section 401k. It's a section. And that it comes 401k, and it's a section you pass it in the Congress. Every section 401k say if you get your income now, you will have the chance to defer some of that income by not paying taxes on it now. So in the future, when you're going to take the money, then you pay your taxes. That is what it means. What if 401k, what if 403b? That is what it means. Giving you the chance to put money aside to defer your taxes. So in the future, and you pay the taxes on it. That's what it means. 401k is for profit-making organizations. 403b is for non-profit making organizations. And if you're working with a private company, they're going to give you 401k. If you're working with governmental, organizations, and I say non-profit making organization, they potentially will give you a 403b. That's what it means. And also, you individually, you can technically set your own individual retirement account. That is also called IRAs. All these accounts, form a tax-deferred account. You defer your taxes for future. Evans, is it good to put my money in this account? Of course, yes. Why not? Why do I have to do that, Evans? It's because, hey, who knows? I don't know future taxes. If it's going to go high or you're going to go low. I know 1978 when 401k was passed, I know tax bracket was high, but I don't know what will happen in 2025. I don't know. If you ask me, I don't know. I cannot tell you. And for that reason, send MD kind of diversification. If I do have investment account, I should also be thinking about the fact, say, me kwa jumani na me HR friend me say, hey, we have 401k. You want to sign up for it? Sign up. Sign up. But you know the rules. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your money in your 401k. Hey, me savings now me 401k move. And Kenya money, but how about if future your tax bracket goes up? That means that you save more. That future tax bracket, then you better tell taxes that was on the future taxes. What save 200,000? You drew time on retire or use car or tax bracket in a year 40%. Meaning say you better 40% free. You see? So that would be a reason why you would not also put everything in that bucket, but you would diversify. See, that is some of the benefits of diversification, as I was saying. It's great to take. Most companies will give you a match, will contribute near a match amount. Most also don't do it. First, and then will define benefit. And today, I'm not going to go into detail on that. But take the free money. That's what I would tell you. Number 3, and the last strategy here, tax-free account. Hey, Evans, you lying to me. I don't think there's something like tax-free account. There is. There is something like tax-free account. How is it tax-free? All these accounts, and it's projected like money from your pocket. So you've technically, it's your money that you're putting down. If you set a 529 plan, what is 529 plan? And also your passing that section 529. Say, hey, and you be there save one more go school. And I said, me and Kasa me person go school, me there save one mamma. No more snap Congress, no more passe section 529. Until more passe, And I'm say, okay, and yeah, pass the law say, hey, you can put money in this account. And when you put this money in this account, you will get a tax benefit in terms of you using that money for educational purposes. That is section 529. 529. I'm not going to go into detail. And also, the whole form of topic by itself. So, because I may stress a bit poetry. I'm not going to talk much about that, but maybe I'll brief about Section 529, what it means and why is it tax-free. It's tax-free because so you should start gain, so then you have says so with this kind of gain, so everything about to be so you should scan the educational purposes and quantia. It will be tax-free. You're not going to pay taxes on it. What is the next one? Municipal bonds. Do you know, say, United municipality beam? If you don't know, yes, you do. I'm telling you today. So you can also purchase a municipal bond. And because we a taxpayer, we know when we live in a municipality, it will be also tax-free. Any gains that will also be tax-free. That is another thing you may also be taking a look at. You have to sit down with, I'm not going to go into detail on that. You have to sit down with your financial advisor, your financial planner, or your financial services professional, who's someone who qualifies to talk to you about that. It's not everyone who qualifies to talk to you about investment, because you have to have investment license. I am proud to tell you that I do have my investment license. That is why I'm talking to you about investment stuff. All right. Roth account. Roth account. So what to say? We say Roth 401k and that's Roth IRA. What does that even mean? Medical individual retirement account. Yes, Roth accounts here or Roth individual retirement account. Instead, send me this account yet after what I mean to your taxes was you can decide to say, oh, I want you to take the taxes now because I don't know what the future taxes will be. But after you've taken your taxes, what you've given me, I'm putting it in this account, which is the Roth account. And if you put it in that account, every gains in the future now will be tax free. See? So we do also have that Roth account. So yeah, well, maybe it's a Roth 401k or Roth IRA. That also gives you a tax free. I just named a few here. You can add more. I think cash value insurance also, comes to play. I will say, and also give you a tax free. I cannot name everything here. And you see, these are the strategies. If I was talking about diversification, how we can diversify, this is the strategy. You have to make sure, say, Ochna, say, I can get this money quickly and go use it for at the end of person cotton, which is the first one. Hey, me HR, I'm 401k, me tikra ye majuma momo mache your 401k, no. Do I need to take it? Of course, yes, take the free money. But what did I say? I said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Think about also the tax-free account that can potentially give you tax benefit in the future. Send your baby as a wuji. If you are that is what I'm talking about. Evans, in summary of what you said, summing up, and I'm so so. What do you mean by all this? So this is the summary of what I'm talking about. Benefit of diversification. Me, Patrick, and you could see a seminar via Evans, you could see a seminar. Anna, me say, hey Patrick, you could see a seminar we by me, then you even say, can me mentias you. And I said, no, I'm not really going to, empha. And what I did, and I said, me 401k, what you know, me quite now me contribute to maybe 15%. Me say, hey, and I said 10%. Me say, hey, madam, me say extra 5% of some account. Me timisi na me digu me 401k. There's nothing wrong with that. You do retirement and near save 100,000. Me Patrick. Into me ko yi misika na free. Sa account them no. What actually happened? And they say, I had saved 100,000. It drew on a tax bracket a 22% here. 22% free. 100,000 in money a 22,000. And the car is $78,000. See, in a now Wayne Patrick dear, or no good TSR seminar, no, say, well, and yeah, let me take advantage. I'm say, be an Evans, maybe probably it will help somehow. See, what I would do is say, I would diversify, may want my liquidity account. Sika meet me ato BBD or China meet me investment and business account. I have that. I also make quite you mom some HIA, you know, make 401k, but I did not put everything in it. Until I put 50% of my 100,000 and me save and one. And I made the add this, no, Sikana can control the tax-free account. To me, go ye me 401k, I'm say, hey, or if you guys want to our taxes also. Then they took taxes. Oh, me 50,000 or so. Now my tax bracket. The lesser your money, the lesser your tax bracket as well. So your tax bracket at that time was 12%. They took 12% from 50,000, which is 6,000. To you free money 44,000. And Patrick Kai say, hey, you guys made me let's call me diversify. Mr. Karen to me, you been so have me, you been so see her. So he went there and took that amount too. Now, he says he cannot, or hey, and another taxes is 0. So you don't have to pay taxes on all the. Whoa, gain 50,000 a year, not the back kind of 44,000. So you see, we literally retired the same time. We contributed the same amount, 100,000, but Patrick actually got 94,000 and I had 78,000. Why? Diversification helped Patrick to gain more. That is what I am talking about. In summary of what I talked about, previously. And only see yatia monkai who say namesa me de mamo hani nyina hypothetical, figures. It's not, real numbers, but hypothetical figures in the assumption and not media mamno. So, say you accumulation. What do roofing? So, what me say, Wisika and so what's the Wisika every what do roofing now? You have to make sure, say, you don't outlive what you've worked for. And in order not to outlive what you've worked for, then you think about your risk assessment. How do you assess your risk? At that time, now, if you were doing benefits, so we say me walking after Krasa Kusturu say what do roofing, which is the top of your financial house. So we are now on the top, the roofing. That is where we are now. Preservation in finance. That is where we are now. So in order not to outlive what you've worked for and as what you've saved, you need to think about risk assessment. And yet time I'm at 65 years and then I'm in 25 and 35 years for corporate stocks. Amoako, aggressive saving. What if the portfolio goes down and I don't have what I will use for maybe my retirement purposes? Now, you reduce, you sit down with the planner, financial advisor, and you assess your risk and know where, as I said, at that time, 65, 60, because say crash it, now say recover and tell more, you will not get the money for that retirement. See, at that time, you need to do risk assessment. What else will you do? Required minimum distribution, we call it RMDs. When you contribute in individual retirement accounts, which is IRS, the tax code force you now, it used to be 70.5, but now it's 72. It forces you to take required minimum distribution from your savings. You have to sit down with the planner to go over all those, because the one taking that required minimum distribution now, what time due. Now one take care. You will be paying penalty 50% of what you did not take from the account. Until then, your RMDs, you have to know your RMDs, which is required minimum distribution, to know where you are. See, that is what I'm talking about. Number 3, Guarantee lifetime income product. That is when you're looking for guarantee lifetime income product. You can create your own pension. What are some of the stuff that can give you, hey, I did not get defined benefit, which I did not work with maybe X, Y, and Z company or more money, it be a 5,000 every month. Can I have that benefit myself? Maybe yes. I can give you just one example. Some annuities can help you at that point. I am not recommending, as I said earlier on, I'm not recommending anything. That's why I did not bring examples. Annuity. So no, that's not what I'm saying. I am not looking for business. I work as a consultant. I don't work with individuals. I work for a company. All right. And that is what it is. At the time now, when you know what Drew Sampany feels, you need that guaranteed lifetime income product. That will help you, live a longer time. I'll be 101 and I say 95 cra. Unim says ever. Not while I'll leave your money. Complete financial house. You see, we started the financial house and I talked to you about foundation. I talked to you about accumulation, and I talked to you about preservation. Foundation, what did I say it does? It helps you to build whatever house you want to build. It needs to be strong. The foundation needs to be strong in order to put up any building that you want to put up. To see it translated that into finance and only a protection. And what does it entail? Your emergency fund, health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, which is a replacement of income, and others. These are few that I feel is really important, so I need to mention. Now, if you have a dinosaur, send MD can your college. I feel now accumulating and I'm a accumulation strategies. I'll be to me a fan, a bit me a boa moenya, and I'm a kind of diversification and 1 Then you go up. Now I feel you sit down every year, boss. Then we're thinking about preservation. What are the strategies there? Risk assessment. You need to assess your risk. You need to sit down with a planner, a financial consultant, financial service professional, a financial advisor to walk you through your RMDs. I talked about that as well, and a guarantee lifetime income that can help you get income coming in every month. Now, Fina, what is 72? No, what could you not? McDonald's a greeter, and I say Walmart a greeter. You need to be sitting down somewhere, taking care of your grandkids. No, you don't need to work. If we set this up and we work with a professional who knows exactly what he's trying to do and what he's doing. So this is the complete financial house. Say, yeah, I had the M say Obi can say, hey, any Evans to us for MCA yeah, because this is the complete financial house that I wanted to talk to you about. If we're able to set stuff like this, it will help us. It's definitely going to help us. And 2 favorite quotes that I have, I always, say this. 2 favorite quotes. Number 1 from me, say we can take loans for school, but we cannot take loans for retirement. So make retirement savings a priority while we save for others. That is from me. You can use it. Number 2 quotes are Ecclesiastes 11:4. Or say, if you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you will never sow anything and harvest anything. If you wait, let me repeat it again. If you wait until the wind and the weather are just right, you would never sow anything or harvest anything. Yen train 55, 60 years and Sania, you're gonna say we want to save for our retirement. Yen train me about in 14 years and Sania, you're gonna say we want to save for the kids' education. Yen train the little that you have, start now. And it will help you. Just take it from me. It will definitely help you. Now, I will say thank you for coming and bring all your questions. I hope I was able to, bring value and answer something to you tonight. Thank you again.
Yo, yeda yenua Penny Evans ase ewo adesua ode amaye enwumrei yem se ensem no emu da hopa enti sabre de abusuafo se ne ayeye no ebre aso se asembisa bia obia ewo adesua yi a yenua be men ede amaye mu no yebetimi abisa na afe haidie waboa ayiyi ano amayen amenhwem se me wo asembisa edi kan ba ko ewa ha. Okay, enti Bra Evans say asembisa edi kan ewa ha no or say on the tax now or liquidity account no, why is it set bank no charge no interest na afe emfaso kakra beba ho no so na aban no sign charge no tax ewo no anasa aban no so charge no tax wo na liquidity account no eso.
Well, that's a very good question. One thing is that enye usika na wo de koto wo no any year charge ye charge tax and I say you also yet the gains that you have on that account. Let's say we don't really, sometimes we don't have enough savings, and that's why we're not seeing the gains that will come on top of it to be taxed. Then it's not the cash now with the quarter bank and then a year taxable, but it is the gains, And as a urban and so investment, it's not what you use. Gains now, but your investment, that is what would be taxed. That is what we should note. I don't know, say if I'm able to answer her question properly.
Okay. Yeah, mpachonia odeba ne se entiase no aba na wama ye hu se emaye nso a yebetimi assign aman biem na wama ho kwan. Ba ko a obi nso ebisa no ono nso se ne awchire ade mu building the financial house no ohwa ho adwuma be ye den pa se ne abehase a obesi dan ebewie. What if say ono ansi no person oton so
That is really good. That is really good. I don't know. My father said, "So was the cat now? Person try okay, yeah. Why? Didn't I make us say my juma man save for my retirement, man save for my education be all of a sudden." To be do 40 years that my winning lottery be millions of dollars. Can't I use that to fund my retirement? Of course, yes. Can't I use that to pay for my kids' education? Of course, yes. If you do have that portfolio and I say income and I say Sikebit me have funded that Diana, then I mean go for it. But so what is that media? Then the kakrana was statia wunyano. Sometimes we think that we need to, as I said earlier on, we think that we need to get that much before we start saving. Time is not on our side. And so for that reason, you want to make sure, say, you starting it as little as you have. Right? That is what it is. Enough.
Okay. Mpacho the next one na ebia mpamucho yenya also no obi o wasembisa bia betimi dia ba ebia ma enti na me kan ne a ewo ye nchati so no ose betimi a chire disability insurance any emergency savings no mu kakrama.
Of course, yes. Disability insurance, technically, what it means, a replacement of income. That is what. That is the meaning of disability insurance. Okay, disability insurance now. Then they will take you to a little deeper. Your own occupation, your any occupation, and all those stuff that comes into play. So we will get that kind of policy now. Your disability insurance, I'm fine. Says what for through. Tata ma what for be a doctor say don't go to work. And I said, Bisa, I bit me I take care of bit me the income wunyano abro 50 to 60 70%. The abro. One thing it sounds what disability insurance na and one so near say so company and I saw what Juma wono emma disability. Na so omutua disability policy no premium ne mawa na nya wona wo fund the policy na. Any proceed that will come when you get disabled will be taxable. If you do have disability from work, that's the disability is funded by your employer, and you are the employee. You're not paying anything in it. You will be taxed. The proceed that will come up will be taxed. But when you found your own disability, some jobs will let you, found part. Now, almost my find part. The part now will be funded. So we and after tax money now they found proceed, will be proportionately, taxed. Near more fund will be taxed. Near and will not be taxed. The proceeds, And a while to own disability insurance. Now, wow, after tax, mitigation bottom the atomy own disability insurance. It will not be taxed. The proceeds now, but will not be taxed. And when is it really, really appropriate to get disability? I believe that everyone else should get disability insurance, but especially when you are high net worth earner. Think about it. Do you want government to give you maybe a small amount, or you want to get 50 to 70% of your income now we're making? Then it makes sense to buy your own disability policy. You get that? Okay. That is disability insurance. And what was the other one? I'm sorry.
The other one was the emergency savings.
Emergency savings, and also, like I said, me say see you may and I say be business and I say me car and I couldn't accident here say crown car me the be quite my granny ho then my miss minisika CBA baby. I'm sorry if I'm not saying it well. Then what happened? Then you got stuck. That is what you want to prevent. And for that reason, as a financial advisor will tell you, say, you need at least 3 to 6 months of your salary in your account somewhere is liquid for you to access anytime you want it. So that is the emergency fund. You have to make sure that you have something like that saved. No, it shouldn't happen that way. See, so that's why you need at least by 3 months, 6 months. So that is the emergency fund. So that's how I will explain that.
Okay, my husband said also for more person besides 70% bacho. So and can find a hobbit maybe so awesome. Hi.
So binum peso mo kasana na airu mo. Ai that's pa Penny Evans. Say wa check adinu kama pa. Brofunu bu ha na wa mai. Basamete wa de na sia liquid na kan nyina just sell liquid ade ahwi a koyo ntem. Say so no ye liquid account isika me pesa me koja nya fe na kosan we kotro we fa we to a me friend liquid no ho.
Yes, with me nyan ntem ade a with me liquidate who liquidate just which me and term.
Okay.
Which me assess can term. It to say my example, you can say we checking or savings account. Who's else see our person who is free savings account and one say we call yana wakuyi. It sika yes the two savings account. That's how the akoto IRA more. IRA will not let you take that money right away. So we're taking when you're 59 and a half years, you even get a penalty on it. I did not go into detail on that. So another topic. If I have to, treat is a whole lot. I know, so I need to go into depth in that IRA stuff. And Sika says with the two savings account, you cannot put that money in your 529 and I say your IRA and I say your Roth IRA. Because you need at least Roth IRA, you need at least 5 years before you can take the money out with no penalties.
You make up on the anymore. Other na buy no money feel so comfortable. Not material kakraka with the whole setup of 401k. Send out church him. She said, me 401k no more 100,000. Na me material kakraka. And so we go years near what kind of nature, na me mash me say, yeah, bet me. And the other now, it says one more years, and you're not that.
And you're not that.
Okay.
You're not that, yes, say. Send them deacon 401k started 1978. That's when 401k was born. What actually happened? Send them deacon there was a hike of tax bracket. Like people were paying so much taxes. So yeah, kasamu. Hey, not then any be you man no I'm so okay. My kind at it. Sadia ye say so wouldn't sikana ubetimi edisikani bi ato say sikani untua tax was so. Intino uko retire na say it drew 59 and a half and above. Ubetimi aba be say sikano. Say ya chance a bit me aba say be drew now tax bracket na eden e form. And I say was true. I don't know. Mean so. Oh, internet. Sa no more at that time na 401k came into play. Now there was tax bracket was really really high. Now we are in all-time low tax bracket. And to think about it, does it really make sense to push everything into my 401k? Maybe not. But Evans, should I put money in my 401k? Of course, yes. Because my company is probably matching for me. So then why don't I take advantage of the tax-free benefit? Did I say tax-free? No. Why don't I take advantage of the Sikana Omode Mameno as a match? No. So I will do it. Do I have to push everything in it? No. I say, but one thing I say, you just have to know, they say, that time now, you will be you better tax bracket, then they take the taxes from me. And until says I would diversify usikano. Now push be and conquer go back home.
Okay. The India may be send you not dance. I didn't know. So one time tax and then now bet me. Abraham could you retire. I tax a crown what to me. Teacher say, Ama, you might
even higher.
No, and ya, who could you near the no, but my last question, I say, presentation, diversification. No, says the old can say, in fact, and for us getting good to about come to one bit me abo, teach him a pen to a basin, never Google. And I break down be, would say when a Patrick Namoko tea presentation. And I would, we didn't go for a corner Patrick, chichi. San ya hono kakra bi obo ame. Yem fa na se mesika nyina $100. Chiche 100 yimu kogu ba bi ma me ba bi ahodo me ensa ka ba chiche mu akro na nan bi. Ame chiche mu nkoho. Na cheche se na wie ye na me koyi a. Na eden na matimi asebu me tax bracket no. I 6% se ne koye no nanko 22%. If I'm $100 no work money.
Very good. Moving my screen.
Yes.
Okay, good. I want to go back a bit. Sir, slide in this. Very good. This was it. You could equally stay and do what you're doing now. If 401k is the only retirement account, I say future savings you could do that. And then I'm a Patrick call meeting now. Media me my been say, hey, asama penny can matipa and so me my been say me the message and me to me cry me quiet and me sandy be crack quiet then. A cock say hey, Momfa a men's monte 5% income. Timisika nina hanam de guye. In the yin na ye save 100 year call retirement ya save 100,000. Intimidate 100 no me 100,000 send a bear bitma a boy in kakra and the numbers na more han. It's in your coba and say me save 100,000. Me ko yimisika send ya ubisa about say if 401k krenye nadano and ye nada send a medican kind. But that time when I make Wisicana, na me tax bracket, a 22%. Into the because I'm a tax bracket, 22%. Now, okay, say, save Wisicana's 1 tier taxes was on into. That is when I mean distribution phase, and I mean Wisicano. That is when they will be taking the taxes from me. Do you almost see me tax bracket 22? I'm saying, with a monthly tax, and I'm from Sicama. I'm going to Ghana and stay in Bahamas, baby. I'm going to spend my money there. And I'm a Jimmy 78,000. I'm a McCoy. Nayena Patrick Menene call presentation. I'm really a trim with a dad. Or no, Koya, no, cause say, HMA, me, channel, 15 on Mateso. My anno, maybe 10%. And no day a farm by Bicoto. Bucket fufu bucket I hold what bank send your can be says mema bucket bear for senior medica can in fitiasians and I may started presentation. I am not here to give recommendations. You will need to sit with your own tax financial advisor for that. But illustrations I can talk about it. And the example amount tax free need be a Roth account. Roth IRA, Roth 401k, it will give you tax free because it's money coming from your pocket. You've already, paid the taxes on it. Municipal bond is one of it. One thing that I did not add here, media account, also your cash value insurance is also one of it. It can also give you a tax-free income in the future. And near Patrick here and say, or no one fancy can na 401k. Tuba, what the 50,000 also and that time I quiz can Sky was even 401k 50,000. And no quay no so 401k. To quay so and he say, hey, Patrick, okay, I won't your taxes with Sky so. No say and I'll say, okay, want my taxes say. And at the lower your income, the lower your tax bracket, that's what it is. Because the income was low, his tax bracket was 12%. So they took 12% from the 50,000 has said. And 12% of 50,000 is 6,000. And they can't afford 44,000 or JHN. Tieno buy and say, hey, me wo other accounts biwa. We met the Bobo say, me other accounts biwa. Minko is coming ko yi on sikan. Because a tax-free account nintino. Or call ya or 50,000 is zero tax. Yeah, just say wow. TOG is at 50,000. Now they call 44,000 or semi cool. And or call the Bahamas and that's on so Ghana. That is what I am talking about the diversification. And you see, we literally saved the same amount, but it came out to be say he got more than what I had. Pastor, it's in I walk a corner and no.
Opening events, Pacho, meet me with some kakra.
Yes, Elder Pacho, before some bano, you never Maggie Kota our first in tea.
Yo, Midas
Pacho, a find a home.
Evans, thank you for your presentation. My name is I had a question on the slide that we faced. No.
Oh.
So this one, I know, so definitely like you mentioned, it's hypothetical, but this is the situation where the individual takes a lump sum distribution, if I'm correct. So therefore, the average person who retires does not necessarily take a lump sum. So this example you put on there will be that let's say the person that went to the presentation with you wanted to take the lump sum $100,000 when they retired, instead of taking, let's say, in addition to the required minimum distribution. And that's the BBC. If you can make that clear,
that is absolutely right. So what actually happens in this is, so we can say, I'm taking that and I'm running to maybe Bahamas, or I'm running to Ghana. So the distribution, you see, the bigger distribution you take, the bigger taxes you pay. Inti near Stamagi Ekayano. Absolutely right. When you taking that lump sum, which is 100,000 square, I say, hey, Skasa and Metia, I don't end. Yeah, come for it. Baby, I will reach out say because it's because business organ and something like that. You see, so it's assumed say we taking the $100,000 from that account and running, and that is where the 22% tax bracket can come to play. When you take it in a smaller format, you tend not to pay that huge taxes, because it's now going to raise that tax bracket that high. I don't know, that clarification, that is what it is.
Okay. Antimagin Pachon Tasa Ayajuma.
Medasipa, yes.
Me Pacho, I bansa now bet Casano, Elder or say answer.
Okay.
And Elder Pacho now they would be boy I mage a question yana.
And no, the say opening. Yania, your age, a 55 for qua. I prepare for retirement no day. So how do I diversify? Say Sabre be more than 100,000 on 401k more. I then Amakoyi asan their for baby. Who bet me the beauty system still I know I try to hire a friend saying tax.
One thing I say, this presentation purposely was not for you to beat the system. I just have to make that, I know, say, yeah. Say if it's about, say, if you beating the system, it doesn't really work that way. But the good news, and they say, if I do have a lump sum, now I want to, use that lump sum to form, make a form of, defined benefit to be a bit by me regularly. Yes, you can purchase some product that will help you. Example, I will just give. I think I mentioned that annuity can help you because you will have future guarantee income will be coming if you have that lump sum. But one thing I say, when I say, let's say Madi 58 years. I was on this line and I went to my 401k and my call withdraw my 401k. You will be subject to penalty because you're not 59 and a half years, 10% penalty. And some you took taxes and every whatever distribution that you took out. Those are some of the stuff that you will be working with, your advisor to walk you through. You can take your money, use it for other product as you wish, but you have to make sure say it is in a good interest. Like wow, not enquire say baby I won't come in my sky crowd that hampo crowd and just you see. So those are some of the stuff that you need to sit down with someone to walk you through before and one makes a decision. It becomes very tough when you fear kwanim kakra na afeu pese o build it as a future year. It sometimes it becomes a little dicey kakra, but there is a way out in everything. minimum the opening, send to me, every say you question, I know you dear, Amawa.
Me that say openly.
Okay.
But I'm said openly can know. A year my yesu no aye tie ni because sebia yenya efie ko 55 okwa ebia wodi 10 years and I say 5 to 10 years e be retire no de ebia ye niam no ya late say ye diversify ne niam bi ntino the earlier the better say ye be sha sentem em say e koma ye man no ne ye nuanom a omunya nru animu pa no em say be boa that was
yo Elder yet was say Elder Otimpacho ekwan.
Okay, me that say. Ya na me the mic na na toda ya na mapapa. Say say ba.
Epacho ai.
Okay, me that say pastor question no obusa no na. Me bua kakra say na o kan say the aban no ya na bia emwa yen but boa good say be ye 41k no. Very good because say the first one say you match it. Say you match it there na me pay free money ni bi. And I fence no say oh yeah adwuma you find say this year we are adwuma 90,000. That's all committee 5% and 10% of your 401k now. This year no none in so near better so until you are taking advantage this year. Say your income no so near tax because part of it echo or 401k no and the end tax into your income will be lowered this year no. So that advantage you will take it. And I say here last year sir we don't know say even say can you don't know the future say tax never firm and answer because whatever be if it hit you I hit you but you find say last year the see obi a 401k you ubetimi akoje akodru 100,000 yem penalty bia ema wo and that's one of the advantages so bia you take ya ebia say just say nka wohunu na wohunu ye na last year no 100,000 no kwaji mbe 50,000 nipa me break take those advantage you know yan tax wo manase yan penalty bia ema wo tax so even though the tax no you will pay but it's not the 59.5 years here won't you penalty of 10% and the good say bia sa for 1k ne de ye be nya aban no NCC e wo ho kra me da say
you open bia me incorrect me ho enye for 1k dem gidi say ade papa o
okay
yeah me na me question ni gina say as a feel good now and cry later when you are being taxed.
That's why it is.
It is pastor but and also no a good no say for 1k no so at any point in time bia no obetimi abombusia yem penalize wo obombusia na say wutua back here it's like say wo sika no ewo ho bia na ho akire wo yie bia ba na the America ko wura mo akoyi busia akoyi bi na woni adwuma no aye nhihye say obetua back eno no imprempre no aboa ewo ho kakra
yeah na me gidi senka 1938 to 45 no say na Evans kire mu no ya ahokire nya ho hia edi na mo yes ade na dia ene nkenyi tax no free ho na nkrofo ho nto mo preko sa na me dem ka
Yeah, that's
yeah. There was also say right answer or question back or hand will be say are there companies that will me are recommended for disability insurance?
I would not be able to make a recommendation for anyone. You, as I said, you should seek your own individual. You know, I'm just sorry. I mean, I'm selling some company, and I say no. I cannot do that today.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I have any additional questions.
But who take calls from individuals?
Oh yes, of course, yes. So maybe over to me after me, yeah.
Okay.
Over to me after me
privately. Can call you.
Yes, but I am not staying on the line, and you know, I can.
Okay. If I'm obi ewo asembisa na ase mwa fufuru bi ohopio. Okay.
Yeah, I'm touching was in Bisa Kakra.
Okay.
Or can be says oji so wajuma ma disability sinibia ye tax so na free wa pocket na se adwuma ne tuama wa na se bia onya long term eyi na se o se this kind of ma omo tax into o ka ko se o se yes wo ba obetua out of pocket and I say yes we ma adwuma mo tuama.
Yeah, that is a very good question. Very, very good question. It was say, in PNP, if you're in a group or disability, it's really inexpensive. And I mean, the job and as your employer, tend to pay for it because it's not really that, expensive. Now, when it's group and the Jumana provide, yeah. But what I was also saying, and that is true, what you said and exactly what it is. Say money yama on us would proceeds not would be taxed. Some you might be brave or also they pay half and they let you pay half. I said kind proportionately, will be taxed. Near you money and will be taxed. Proceed and near and would not be taxed if it's out of pocket. Into a year say also wow disability policy, especially if you're a high network, earner.
Like in addition to what you get from your employer.
Yeah, it's very, very good to get like that, because it helps you to get more and also the tax pattern network comes to play at some point. So for that reason, it's also recommended if you have the means to get your individual, just that is just a little expensive, not that expensive, but just a little higher than what you will be getting at your job place.
Okay. Yeah, I'm saying ansana yeah mama me ebekasa no. I'm saying menka we kakra I'm say senia obi bisa yesenka yenu Evans and recommend bibi a ochire mu say ontimi and recommend no say yeah shase no or ma disclaimer and no kire say or no imagine ha nkire wo say yesay and I say yesay senia elder bisa or kind say bi a friend no actually na o bibi obetimi aka kire dia obetimi aka ba platform is in there where the kind actually mu say ontimi recommend bibi a emma obia nti yada mo ase epa cho me ekwan eda homa
me pacha me that my confused kakra, but I hope say by the end of in May okay kakra. Besa me bisa say wait me a jai for 1K nitia a certain time be say be in fan say what ya unya report by and when you bear 70,000 because of taxes I bet you nintino. Wait me I say 70 way the imagine hey ko pim semeritide and it's a yanyanesa.
Oh, 1K is not a yet sebio and yet by force says utiasa kusi maybe so wouldn't mean to bit major, but the question is why will you stop paying it? Because of future taxes. And I like the fact that Sister Maggie also even came in on that. Maybe probably I think I need to say it again. Say my assumption was say I'm taking the buck into if you're thinking about say my saving 500,000, hey, me Ghana acquire me project, I need all my money to go. I want my money. That time will take care. It will put you in different tax bracket and you're gonna pay that high taxes, But say every month be a mama say you will not really feel although you will pay the tax and you cannot skip. I'm saying that you cannot skip the taxes. And that's which I was 100 years cry, you need to pay the taxes on it. And you have to as little as you be taking, you need to pay taxes on it. But when you're not taking that huge amount now, you tend not to pay that huge taxes. You see, so then if I say stop that for one Ghana, then the purpose of my diversification and then it doesn't really work. We need to diversify. We need to put something in there. maybe probably percentage out the 2 million be a solo don't be out pony one out the be a quato baby a bit me up one so send you be as a ha echo yekesi neko banzi met you more tax not as a matmania had ya supplementing what I have here in India. That is checked. What I says I bet say, oh, major tax was I'm stopping. No. Then was the purpose of diversification is defeated. What I say, I am saying it in a way say we need to at least structure ourselves in a better way to get the chunk out of everything else that we will do. I hope that I'm able to, answer your question. No? Well, for you.
More question.
Me pacho elder okay elder kum pacho kwanda ho.
I saw tax bracket no cano. Is it based on the amount I was save and now say will call retirement no income and now almost based on and I say if it is based on the amount there so okay say we give lump sum and also we bit by bit it will still be the same percentage now on betina.
Yes.
I don't know if my question is clear.
I think I get your question. So I will put it this way. May my retire me income at that time, nanka me 100,000, but me income at that time na 60,000 and I say 80,000. That year now, so major distribution of $200,000 from me 401k and I said me IRA. And I said whatever portfolio me it's hypothetical major distribution 200,000 plus the 60,000 that I'm making will put me in a bracket beam. See, so then they will be basing on that to take the taxes that they have to take from that distribution. Will make most cases this year, for instance, as I said, we are in low tax bracket. Things are really someone making 150,000 will be paying. It will be in the same tax bracket with maybe someone making maybe $200,000. I just did not check that. And remember my accurate tax brackets in the range, right now. But maybe in the future I will. I just didn't check that. That is how it's going to play in the future. But as I said, that amount that is coming out, how much is coming out plus how much I'm making will put me in the tax bracket beam at that time. And then only a better one, I say, oh, okay, Evans, do you in the tax bracket 22, or you in tax bracket 12, or you in tax bracket 34, or you in tax bracket 40? Near so near the taxes, a free size kind of so.
I don't know, but the question was say your 401k contribution why maybe I would do time I will say benefit from the 401k. Maybe you've been able to save account to 401k account, and maybe about 250,000. And it's a tax bracket now kind. Is it based on the 250,000? And I also say, what because you said, now what can I say? Maybe you are getting an income from somewhere else than your 401k, but I want to know, say exactly how much, what is the percentage? Another, the 22% now can it's actually coming from the 401k contribution now. Why you go home? After the time, I will person will benefit.
It is coming from sika unya unse will retire sika while be a retire it's the income is maybe around maybe half and that's maybe 2/3 of what he was making plus the distribution now be now 401k send me here example say my retire me make it 60,000 at that time I'm retire plus me distribution I me taking it out at that time 200,000 nanka me 60,000 me 12% tax bracket. But now my distribution is coming and it's termed as income.
Okay.
So as an income, it's coming on top of what I am making at that time to put me in a different tax bracket. Those combined on the bet says, oh, okay, Evans, you are in tax bracket 22 at this point. You are in tax bracket 24. You are in tax bracket 34. Yeah, so the tax has to get two at that time.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. And maybe canisa. Say, yeah, Yami Adomwa, Yenya Evans, Eversign Abertois, addition so now Tresene, and Unti said, yet when Timmy and ye or question are no na, you did say Yami Adman now Tresene and Oba, obey me, I no amaye. Say, as Mbisabia, any hope be mudia. And Nasania Yemreno, Akonenimuntino.
One simple question.
Okay, me pacho hwanye.
Mr. Mo, a question. Maybe next week.
Within the copy.
Oh, okay.
My question is, me will 18 years. Na start here, Juma. What will be one recommendation that will be making to me as I start this process?
Recommendation, general recommendations say, start early.
Yeah.
Look at other portfolios that open says any MD kind HH it be 18 years, it be a old when say who say before wedding at 25 and I say at 23. That Sicano should not be in IRA. And I said, Roth IRA, which is going to be stuck for 5 years, and then you automatic distribution without penalty. And I said, Bibisa, you see, so that will be the strategy for you. Who will save for retirement? Oh, okay. Then I need to put it in, maybe a year longer, a year no dear. Minimum say this money is for my retirement. You need to break your portfolio, you need to break your income in the proportionately. Send you a bit me wow ma be a person who accomplish as a stage piano at me abaso. The Kobana said, what do you seek out the bay wedding the cocoa 241 ma. Now, if so called Bobby and I was saying, Triana Baka, are you doing yourself good? See, so that will be the recommendation I will give you. Say, so you can sit down with an advisor. Walk you through the certain stuff, but what I am saying, it looks like it's general, but I am going into little details, so you should understand exactly what I'm trying to say. I hope I helped a little bit.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Pacho maybe being so cast on so as Mbisa.
Yeah, Pacho Joyce.
Oh, is that Joyce? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I am a okay. Metai sikapa wo 401k mo as loan. Na ya metan so tuaka back. Na no be can say utai sikasa tuakwa na still in the long run. It will go against you. Na no mentiase. Na metua na back na say be na be in the long run metua more taxes also.
I am not
go against me.
I am not sure of more tax, but what I would understand on your question, let's say, no, says you can now the actual one. 401k is a diversified portfolio, and it's one of the diversified and well-managed portfolio. So me kind of say because well, I am assuming that we understand, but the ambassador changing and say. Money before a year any they manage your money well. But this is what it is. Made the $100 are got into $100 need generate $4 a mommy every month. And my baby $60 a free $100 now is $40 in the also. Instead of $100 be generate 4 cities, $4 amount. Now $40 will probably generate just $1. Say BB affected what they are. Now that is what is going to affect you. The growth of your account will not be significant. That is what I will tell you about what will affect you. But I have no idea. Maybe you'll be online so no bit to me. I say another more to your future taxes more there. I have no idea about that. I don't think so. So minimum dear, was I did I able to answer your question very well?
Most probably, yeah.
Thank you so much.
That's it. Okay.
Okay. Yo, and abusuafo em say ha na emre ebe ma ye kwan ma ye de enne adesua asi ye beda ye nua pani Evans ase ewo nadaje ene ninim dia one yen abeche enne ye ogidie se ne ene ode ama yen yate ase yie masembisa kakra aka bia no nyame adoma na otwese ne obesan aba ene ya beto aso nti ne wantimi anyi ano ne no me ogidie se na otwese ne se otro to homa ubisa ubetimi ayi ano ama yen eno nti on behalf of Pastor Amoa da any members eba present ene nyina no da yenua Evans ase se ene ono nso abedi anim ewo yadesua mu sre nyame se na daade a wase wo hayi no onhye ne ma na o ma no nimde a na otwese ne obesan ne ya san ba beche ewo yadesua mu eno nti da wase asofo wachire pastor mpacho bibi mu ho no man de beto anim ansa na ye wie ne
no ano nyame adoma na a two-part presentation nti Evans person beto aso nyame adoma next week rebo hu de urusa
yo ene ye de nyame eda ye nyina ye ho ase adesua no aba na wie ye onyame enka ye nyina ye. Okay.